Okay, welcome back to Module 4 of the Glorify God in Business Workshop. My name is Ron Gillock, and today I'm pretty pumped to share today's lesson with you. If I sound a little funny, I'm just getting over a cold, so I apologize for that. But today we're going to talk about some pretty powerful marketing online marketing principles that every business really should have. And this is going to be some of the foundational stuff for building your business online. And really what you're going to be getting tonight is a fast track, is the shortcut. You're benefiting from just my years and years of making mistakes and investing in products and courses and trainings and seminars. And I want to bring all that to you today to really simplify things and help you grow your business online. So what we're going to go and talk about today is crafting your perfect audience, your target audience, crafting irresistible offers, and we're going to start building your online sales machine. I'm going to talk about what I call the online sales funnel, and we're going to show you some examples of how people start acquiring customers online and how do you start building an email list and trust with people that are coming to your website so you can eventually sell them your products or services. And then next week we're going to do a live tutorial about how to build all of that, and we'll build some stuff together. So today we're going to do that. And excuse me, I just want to give you this disclaimer as always that this training is not to put God into a formula or in a box that you can control. This is designed to help you encounter and be led by the Holy Spirit and work. You can't control God or make him do something you want. This workshop will bring freedom, joy, and wisdom to your work, and the tactics that we're going to be using today are not in any way used to try to manipulate or control people as well. I like this verse. John 3:8 says, "The wind blows where it wishes, and you hear its sound, but you do not know where it comes from or where it goes. So it is with everyone who is born of the Spirit." So right now, I'd love for you to remove any distractions, put your phone on airplane mode, get any televisions or social media away from you so you can just focus with us here today. So let's start by talking about what is an online sales funnel. What is an online sales funnel? Online sales funnel is just a fancy set of words for a website. It's the process of turning visitors into a lead, then into a prospect, and into a buyer. And then finally getting that buyer to repeat purchases and buy again. So it's just a systematic process that we do that. And I'm going to make it very simple and easy for you to follow this. Tonight's training actually might even be a little bit shorter than some of the mindset stuff we've done earlier. That's not even a word. Earlier, because I'll tell you this: the business stuff here and the tactics of the actual marketing and building this stuff. This is the stuff that everybody really wants to know and feels like is the most important, but the truth is that this is the easy part. It might seem like, if it seems complicated or if it just seems complicated or like too much, it's just not the case. It's because this is something brand new that I'm bringing to you maybe for the first time, and a lot of times we have a natural reaction to try to resist things that are new or change or that we don't understand instantly. So I want to encourage you to buckle in and really embrace what we're going to be talking about and allow yourself the freedom to not have all the answers or not understand how everything may work right away. I think you're going to get this pretty simply, but I just want to put that out there because I know I'm pretty impatient at times, and understand that in the first 3 modules of this course, that was really the hard work that we did. So if you haven't gone through the first 3 modules and you're just skipping ahead to module 4, I want you to please turn this off and go back and watch the first 3 modules, because that is really the foundational part for getting to this point today. So All right, so let's go back into online sales funnel. So the first kind of part with a funnel is realizing that we want to use this funnel in a very specific way, and it's to market to a very specific type of person. Now, there's two ways that we can do our marketing. I call one the shotgun approach, and the other the sniper approach. When you shoot a shotgun, it has like it's got like buckshot in it. It's got like a bunch of little pellets in there, and when you shoot it, it just sprays out and it goes out wide, right? And then it'll hit a wide area of the target, right? And a sniper, when you shoot that, it's one bullet. It'll hit its target. It's incredibly accurate over very long distances. It may take a little bit of time to line up the shot, but it is laser targeted. You know you're going to hit your target audience and make the shot there. So how do you want to market? Some examples of this, like shotgun marketing, what I would say is something like putting out a sign on the side of the road, or getting a billboard, right? You put a billboard out on the road. You might not be getting all of your target audience in there, but you're getting some of them. But for the most part, all cars that are driving by may not be a fit for your product or service. Sniper, this would be more like showing an ad to people who are looking to buy a house, and only people who are looking to buy a house, and you're a realtor, right? That's a much more targeted approach. Or running a free offer to get like a free piece of chocolate to chocolate lovers or chocolate enthusiasts, or people who have been people who are buying candy online, right? Running those kind of ads to a very specific target is more like the sniper approach. And I want to encourage you to adopt the sniper approach. Tonight in this module, we're going to be taking the sniper approach and getting really targeted. And I believe in this approach because we are then not wasting any of our advertising dollars, any of our marketing dollars. I'm going to create high return on investment for myself and for you as a business owner. So while shotgun advertising or marketing may work for you, depending on your business model, and if it is working, I wouldn't suggest stopping it. I would say keep doing it. But I'd also like you to encourage you to adopt this as well. So the sniper approach first starts with knowing your customer. Okay? Knowing your customer. Who are they? What are their pains, needs, and wants? And what are their possible objections to solving their problems? So I have a worksheet that you can go through. We'll look at it here and together in the next slide, to really describing your customer and knowing them well, right? And you can go to christcenteredcoaching.com/avatar to download this worksheet. We'll come back to it in a second. But really knowing your customer, and what we're going to create here is your perfect dream customer. We want to know their pains, their wants, their needs, and we're going to create an audience of this person. That's who we want to market to. So each characteristic of them is definable and measurable. The key in this part is saying, a lot of people I talk to saying, well, my product or service can really help everyone. So my market is everyone. I sell vitamins and everybody can take vitamins. No, your target audience is not everyone. Maybe you've heard this expression before, that if you market to everyone, you market to no one, right? And it's very true. You want to have a custom, tailored message for your specific audience. Which are you more likely to respond to? Somebody saying, like, hey, my name is Ron. So, hey, Ron, or hey, buddy, right? If you're calling me by my name, I'm more likely to respond than you just saying, hey, man, or hey, buddy, right? So you want to make a target definable and get clear on them. Now you may have multiple targets in your business, right? That's okay, and we're going to create different avatars for each different target in your business, because you want to be clear on that too, because you may want to think of different sales funnels or different offers to make to different targets, right? And this is really key, this whole part of knowing who your customer is, where are they hanging out, what are their pains, their needs, their wants. And because without knowing this, your marketing is going to fail. You're going to waste a lot of time. You're going to waste a lot of money running ads and building a funnel, right? It's just not going to work. You have to be very clear on your target. This is really the most important part. So if this takes you a little bit longer to get clear on, that's okay. This part should probably be the most challenging, and this part should probably be maybe the part that takes you the longest. Hopefully it's not too hard, but this part really you want to focus on. So this is the customer avatar worksheet, and I'll give you that link again where you can download this worksheet, but you should print this out or save it on your computer and really have this for each one of the potential customers or avatars in your business. So in the top left, our first box are the goals and values. And this is not your goals and values. This is for your specific customer, right? So, let's do a person who has just started a home-based business, right? So some of the goals and values is they would like to leave their job and work full-time from home, right? That's a goal. What do they value? Well, they may want to do that because they value having more time with their family, right? They might value quality time with their husband or wife, right? They might value being able to go to their kids' baseball games, things like that, okay? Let's jump over here to the middle section. Age, gender, marital status, age of children, location. This stuff in the middle is not as important as the 4 boxes, but it's still important, and you can make this stuff up. It's just so you can, kind of identify them. So I would name each one of your avatars. There's not a field for name at the top, but I would just write, like Joey the jet plane flyer, right? So you can have so when you and the people in your office or your business know who you're talking about, you can refer to the customer avatar, Joey the jet driver, right? So name each avatar. Now let's go over to challenges and pains and points. So what are the challenges and pains and points of someone who's a home business owner? Well, one of the challenges might be knowing how to make sales or knowing how to recruit other distributors, right? It's knowing how I should spend my time. It's what does a daily routine look like for somebody who's doing their business part-time, right? Some of the pain points is that they are they're talking to people, but they're struggling. They're experiencing a lot of rejection, right? Home businesses are difficult when you're first starting out. So some of the pain points are, they don't have any support, right? They're feeling frustrated or confused because they're not sure how to move forward, right? So these are some of the challenges and pain points of somebody who's just started a home-based business. Now, what are some of the sources of information? Now, this box is key because it's actually going to give you some ideas later of how we may market or advertise, or how we may choose to target people in our marketing. So what are some of the books and magazines, websites, conferences, gurus that these people are into? So let's think about books, right? So books may be things like Rich Dad, Poor Dad, the Robert Kiyosaki books, right? It might be books on network marketing, right? Magazines, it might be, like Entrepreneur Magazine or Success Magazine or Home-Based Business Magazine, websites and blogs. It might be things like Network Marketing Pro, Eric Worre, Ray Higdon. I don't know if I could put myself in there too. I've built a kind of a substantial brand in network marketing. So I might be a guru or blog person in there. Conferences, what are big conferences like No Excuses Summit, or conferences like Eric Worre's big event every year, right? Network marketing events, annual events, company events. Okay, what are gurus in that space? Ray Higdon, Eric Worre, Danny Johnson, ton of people in there. Todd Falcone. You can think of a lot of different gurus in there for your specific field, and I'll tell you what, the gurus is actually a really good target. Because when you get on Facebook, if your Facebook is the way you're going to get people to your website, targeting a lot of these gurus in those fields are great ways to target these people. Okay, so objections and role in the purchase process, right? What are possible objections to the sale, right? Well, first let's do role in the purchase process. They might be the buyer, right? Or them and their wife or husband may be the decision maker, okay? So objections to the sale. What are possible objections to the sale? It might be, I'm not technical. I don't know how to do anything online. I don't have any money. I don't have enough time, right? There's a lot of different objections that you can come up with in your business. So think about the business that you have, and why have people said no to you in the past? Okay, so those are objections. When a sale has not taken place and a customer tells you why, those are the reasons right here. And realize that a lot of times objections are not necessarily bad, right? The person is trying to gain more information about the product or service. So don't look at objections as a bad thing, because knowing these objections is going to become very key when I show you the irresistible offer formula later in this presentation. So again, if you want to download this worksheet, you can go to ChristCenteredCoaching.com/avatar. I'll put a link to this below this video in the members area as well. So step 2. Step 2 I call is creating a lead magnet. Now, what the heck is a lead magnet? Maybe this is the first time you're hearing about something like this. Well, a lead magnet is an irresistible bribe and offer of a specific chunk of value to a website visitor in exchange for their contact information. And really the goal of the lead magnet is to get people to enter their contact information into this page and really maximize a number of leads. So if you're a good rule of thumb here, and I'll show you this later, is 20%. So if you have a page that is doing 20% of the people that come to it and give you their contact information or more, I mean you're doing a pretty darn good job. Okay, so I'll show you some types of lead magnets. I'll give you some examples after this, but what are they first? It's whenever you can enter your name and email into something, that is a good chance that is a lead magnet. So a lot of times people offer like free newsletters or things like that. That's kind of a lead magnet. It's a little bit of a weak one, but some types of lead magnets are like guides, free reports, cheat sheets, handouts, right? Like my Facebook cheat sheet. 3 steps to getting more leads on Facebook. Download my cheat sheet. A toolkit or a resource list, right? I have a resource list for you at the end of this presentation for tools that you can use. A video training, right? Video trainings are great lead magnets because during video, it's one of the most simplest ways to really connect with your prospects or your customers. Hearing you on video and you demonstrating something just builds trust very quickly online. So video trainings are fantastic, kind of like the one that I'm creating with you right now, you know, you can get your own webinar tool like GoToWebinar, or you can record your screen with like QuickTime Player and create your own video training. It's actually pretty simple. An assessment or test, right? Taking your own assessment or test is a good one. Like, you know, what kind of entrepreneur are you? Take our 10 question test, right? Or, you know, what kind of fisherman are you? Take our 5 question survey, right? Oops, so I have video training in there twice. Sorry about that. But software downloads, right? Getting a free trial of a tool, or letting me download part of your software to use for free. Those are pretty good. I like those. Those are pretty effective. Like 14-day free trials or 10-day free trials, things like that. Lets the customer or the prospect actually use your service before they like fully commit to it. That's a good way to get people in the door. Discount or free shipping. These are like, you know, you know, get my new book for free. You know, book's totally free plus, you know, $3.95 for shipping. Right? Those are awesome lead magnets. Or if you're running some kind of like a brick and mortar store, or you're a retailer of something, you know, discounts, free shippings, coupons, things like that. Those are stronger types of lead magnets for you. And again, quizzes and surveys, similar to like an assessment or test, same kind of idea. Those are going to be pretty effective for you. So let's look at some examples here shortly. But first, I want to give you some keys to creating successful lead magnets. Is it has to be specific. Somebody is looking for something that is tangible, right? And I understand this might seem a little abstract at the moment until we look at an example, but you want to pick something specific, like any one of these things. It's like, you know, I'm telling the person what they're getting. They're getting a free video. They're getting a free trial. They're getting my 10-step cheat sheet. You know, you're getting my, you know, my local real estate report, right? They're getting, you know, a 4 question survey to tell them what kind of athlete they are, right? Different kind of things like that. But it's better to give one big thing than a bunch of little things as well. Like saying like, you know, I'm going to give you a free guide to replace your car headlights, and I'm also going to show you how to change your tire, and I'm also going to show you the #1 cleaning solution for your car. You know, download our free reports. Like, that's too much, right? But if you give a free report, you know, that's around like cars, you know, like the #1 cheapest way to restore your dirty headlights. Download our free video. Okay, that's one big thing. That's simple. It's direct. You know, it speaks to a known desired end result. I want to have clean and clear headlights, right? It's very clear that once I get this specific lead magnet, I'll be able to have the desired end result. I'll be taken from a place of pain, of dissatisfaction where I am, and then once I go through the lead magnet that you're giving me for free, I'm going to be in a much happier place, and I should be able to get that pretty quickly, almost immediately. So those are some keys to successful lead magnets. Let's go ahead. Oh, I have a few more actually. Sorry about that. With successful lead magnets, yeah, you want to shift the relationship, meaning you want to become their guide in the process, and you want to take them from skeptic to trust. So creating a really high quality lead magnet is going to be really effective here. And one of the ways that you do this is you under promise and you over deliver on it. This lead magnet, the thing that you're giving away, should have a high perceived value and a high actual value. It should be really important, and that's why going through the customer avatar worksheet is going to help you get clear on what is it that these people want. What can you give them away that will bring them in the door? It should almost be like, what how the heck is this guy giving this away for free? I don't understand how he can do that and still be in business. It's like one of those kind of offers is going to slam it. It's going to knock it out of the park, right? And you should be able to, digest it quickly. So like an 88-page ebook is not something that's going to be a win, or 72 hours of video, or a 20-week free course is not going to be something that can be consumed and find value in very quickly. So you want to create something simple, something easy and quickly to consume. Things that bring speed and automation are going to be successful lead magnets as well. So let's look at this first one here. 10-minute per day Instagram blueprint. Add 150 leads per month to your business for free. Okay, this is a pretty good offer, right? So they're getting a 10-minute per day blueprint, right? It's like a guide or a free report. There's another name for it. Okay, and this picture of a video with the play button also implies that I might be giving them that blueprint via video, right? And it's 100% free. All they have to do is click for instant access. Once they do that, I have a little box that pops up and they can enter their name and email, right? So this is a pretty good offer for business owners or people who are looking into online marketing. Okay, here's another one that I like. This is like on a blog, right? And what this person is they're giving away a free toolkit, right? A time management toolkit, right? And I like this because it's something tangible. You can see here that they have a picture of what they're getting. It's a time management toolkit, and right here it's boom. It's enter your name and enter your email address. That's really the only thing that you absolutely need is the email address, right? And the email address is like the key. That's where the value is, being able to communicate with them regularly. Okay, so this is a great one by a company called Marketo. This is a 4-minute demo for their software. So this one is pretty neat. So they're like a little bit more of a higher ticket thing, and I like that they have a 4-minute demo here, and it's like very clear. I'm gonna get a free video for this. What I don't like over here, and this is why I want to bring this example, is look how many fields they have to enter in order for me to get the free video. I have to enter my name, my first name, my last name, my work email, my company name, and my job title. Doesn't matter what my company name is or what my job title is. If I'm looking into this service, which is a high level service here from Marketo, chances are like I'm probably the right person to talk to. So when you create a lot of fields like this, you're decreasing your chances of somebody entering their name, their contact information in. Every time you add another field in there, your conversion rate, or the number of people that visit the page and actually enter their info on, is going to decrease. So less is actually more. So if you just put, my first name and email here, well, you're not asking me for a big commitment. You're not asking me for a lot of information. So I am more likely to give that to you so I can watch this 4-minute video. So great lead magnet, Marketo, but not necessarily the best on the form fields there. Are we seeing that today? I hope that is making sense, right? The other thing I like here with this lead magnet is it says watch now, not like just submit. It's also corresponding with, hey, I'm getting a video that I can watch for free here. This is another one that I like. This is another type of lead magnet, which is actually a free trial. So this is a company called BidSketch, and they create professional client proposals. So if you're doing anything that if your business is any type of thing that you have to write a proposal for, BidSketch or companies like Proposify are great tools as well. But this is a cool one because it's giving you a free 14-day trial, no credit card, and you can start sending proposals and actually test out the service in full, right? Right away. And this is interesting. I like what they did here is that they actually put a testimonial on the page here as well. It says, cut down my proposal time from 3 hours to 45 minutes. Plus, it looks super profesh, right? From a creative director. Okay, so what is it? Here is the lead magnet is a free trial, right? So they're saying that in this red box here, and I like that all they're asking for is the email. Very key. I like this. This is not a bad lead magnet. You could even beef it up a little bit, you know, by saying at the top, you know, free trial to create professional client proposals in minutes, right? But pretty I want to give you guys a bunch of different examples today so you can get clear on these kind of lead mags. So here's another one that I like. This is a quiz or a survey, a test, any of these kind of things, right? So it starts here at the top left. It says, which decade does your home actually belong in? Take the quiz. So this is I like this one because it's very non-threatening. It almost seems kind of fun, right? So if you're in real estate or a realtor, like, you know, maybe you're looking for sellers, right? You're looking for somebody that's going to be selling their home. This might be a cool one to actually start that conversation and get in the door, right? So they click take the quiz, and then you can create this kind of thing with something like SurveyMonkey.com is a free tool that you can use. There's a paid version of it as well, but you can use something called SurveyMonkey.com to start creating these kind of things. So which best describes your home efficiency, the box on the top right, so they can check one of these boxes, and they have a few other questions that they ask, and then at the end of it, it says enter your email to see your results, plus get our free home improvement tips. You know, enter email here, see my results. So I'm going to get the results of the quiz, which is cool, but on top of that, I'm getting something really tangible. I'm getting free home improvement tips, right? So this is clear that this business, Improve.net, is a home improvement website, right? So not a bad lead magnet at all, kind of creative. I like this a lot. If you can create something like this for your business, I think you're going to separate yourself. You're going to differentiate a lot by offering some kind of like fun quiz to take and get people in the door. Now, how do we start doing this? How do we start creating these lead magnets? Well, this first step is creating an irresistible offer. An irresistible offer offers solutions quickly and easily to the pains, needs, and wants of your customer avatar, of your specific targeted audience. And the best way to think of this is something that is irresistible is creating this like your customer needs this like a fish needs water, right? Like they need a solution, they need this fixed yesterday, right? What's irresistible to you? If I'm dying of thirst, you know, a glass of water is the thing that I'd be willing to risk my life for, right? What's irresistible to your target audience, right? So I like this picture of you know, a fish jumping into a bigger bowl of water here to experience like a better quality of life here. It's pretty kind of a cool picture here. Imagine a goldfish could actually do that. Excuse me. Sorry about that. So here's the irresistible formula. It kind of works like this. And what this is that this is really the headline or the text for your lead magnet, right? So here's a formula. Finally, a blank that does blank in X amount of time without this problem guaranteed. So you might be like, what? What are you talking about? So understand that this is one way to do it. You saw some of the previous examples that we had of good lead magnets, but this is just a formula that I have that you can use, you can practice. You can not use it too. You can also go to this website, internetmarketingcourse.com/free headline generator. So that's a free headline generator tool that you can play around with, and it might help you come up with some good offers, right? So let's think of one right now. So irresistible formula. Right, so let's pick an industry. All right, how about a doctor? Finally, a doctor that actually that actually helps you in 30 minutes or less without making you wait in the waiting room, right? So you get what I'm trying to do here. I'm just thinking of this off the top of my head, right? Finally, this thing, a software that manages your entire business in 10 minutes a day without having to go through a technical learning curve, right? So finally, that word doesn't have to be there. It's like an attention grabber kind of thing. So you can say, like, instead of finally, you could even say, attention home buyer, or warning, warning gym rat, right? Or warning meathead, for people who are working. I guess those are sort of derogatory terms, aren't they? Excuse me. But you want to do something to grab the attention of your potential target, right? So making a call out or an attention grabber right in the beginning where it says finally is something there. So you can say finally, a recruiting script that actually works 80% of the time without experiencing rejection without experiencing rejection or having to overcome objections, guaranteed. So that's a good one for the home business entrepreneur, right? So this might be a good one to take a screenshot of. This is what I call the irresistible offer formula. Okay, and chances are you're probably going to have a variation of this. Yeah, it also kind of has to flow grammatically a little bit, make a little sense here. But this is a basic framework. If you're like, I have no idea where to start or how to make my own one, this is a little template that you can use. And you can also go to this website below, internetmarketingcourse.com, free headline generator. And that's really the key to creating a good lead magnet. It's just the text on the page. That was the thing that pulls the people in the most, is what is it that you're giving away for free, and creating a little copy here. So the without part, the insert objections here, that was part of, let's go over here to our customer avatar. This part on the bottom right here, that's why this bottom right box is so important, right? Because objections to the sale are going to tell you that without process. So a great lead magnet offers a solution to the challenges and pain points that they have in the top right box, right? It's going to solve the problems and pains of the top right box without any of the objections or reasons not to purchase in the bottom right box, okay? And the goals and values help you understand, what is it that this person really wants, so what's a possible lead magnet I might be able to provide to move them closer towards their goals and values, right? And then the bottom left, sources of information, that's going to tell you where you might be able to find this person or where you should be running your advertising and marketing. let's jump back ahead to our irresistible offer. So again, this is a great one to take a screenshot of and start creating your own headlines, right? So step number 3, this is the thank you page. What is a thank you page? So a thank you page is once somebody enters their name and email, they get taken to like a confirmation page, or like, hey, thank you for entering your name and email. I'll show you some examples of this as well. But the purpose of the thank you page, you can do multiple things on page number 2 of your online sales funnel. And this is the most simplest, is to fulfill the promise that you made in the lead magnet. If you're offering a free video, a free report, you're giving something tangible away, a free download, give it away here on the next page once they enter their name and email. That's one option for you. A very popular thing that I like to do is I'll make a tripwire sale, and I'll show you an example of this in a moment. But what a tripwire sale, what I call a tripwire sale, is when somebody comes in and lands on the thank you page, I'm hitting them with a very low ticket, like a $7 offer. The $7 offer here, because I want to convert web visitors to buyers as quickly as possible. So if I give them something that's very high perceived value for a very low price, I'm going to convert that buyer, that lead into a buyer very quickly. Now, understand that you're not going to get rich selling tripwire offers or make a ton of money doing that. That's not the goal. The goal here is to immediately give your customer a great experience. It's immediately try to solve one of their bigger problems, and you want to convert these people into buyers, because once they become a buyer, they're more likely to buy from you again, and it's a way to serve them even more. We talked in the other module about the marketplace being our mission field, and realizing that a lot of the times we can't help people to the maximum that we could unless we get them to become a client or a customer of ours, so we actually can engage with them more. So making money, making a sale here and bringing them into your world is really a good thing. So a tripwire sale is a good way to kind of get them in the door and convert that lead into a buyer right away. Excuse me. Another popular thing that's working pretty well right now is making an invite to a webinar. Excuse me, just drinking a little bit of my coffee here. So on a thank you page, you can have another page that says like, hey, you know, like you just requested, you know, the 5 biggest tools that every home chef needs to have in their kitchen. Would you like to come to our free webinar that shows you how to cook gourmet meals in under 10 minutes? We're going to show you 4 gourmet meals in under 10 minutes. Come on our live webinar, right? So it's another offer on the thank you page. And webinar, I like this invite to webinars on thank you pages, because a lot of times the best selling, or where you can make higher dollar sales, are on webinars, right? Are on paid webinars. And these are really good for people who have info product businesses or any kind of services that you can give to somebody. Webinar is a great way to demonstrate some of that and make those sales as well. If you're somebody that, you know, has to, like if you're an automotive company or something, you can do a free webinar that's like how to make sure you're never taken advantage of again when you go for a repair shop. The 10 signs of scamming mechanics, right? If you're like, so I just talked with some people recently, and I found out that this is actually a big concern for women, that when they go to get their car repaired, they're not sure, and I think it's more women, because they, you know, traditionally know less about cars, and it's more of a masculine interest. So women are afraid of being taken advantage of, or knowing that they're getting a good deal on repairs from a mechanic. This is a concern of mine too. I'm not really a big car person, so I don't know that stuff either. So it can be for men and women as well, right? And on the thank you page, it's your chance to give more value. Remember, under promise and over deliver. That's the keys to creating a great customer experience and creating trust and bonding that new lead to you right away. And then finally, the last thing that you can do is give them a presentation, right away. Maybe that's how you're delivering the lead magnet. Maybe that's the free video that Marketo was offering, that 4-minute video demo of their software. That might be how they're delivering it. So let's look at some examples. And I'll tell you what I like about this one. This is a company called Punchbowl. They do like greeting cards and like let you, if you're having like an event, you can send out a bunch of like online e-invites to your event. I have a friend who sends us this for like a Friendsgiving every year. It's pretty cool. So this is a thank you page. So their lead magnet was how brands can create fabulous contents for moms, right? So what I like about this is that they're giving you a way to download it right away. It says if your download does not start automatically, click here, and they can get a free download of that report, right? And then what are they offering as well? They're offering more value. It says get more marketing insights from the leading celebration sites for moms, right? So this lead magnet is appealing to people who are marketing to moms, or like in the mom sales industry. I don't know what you call that, but so we can go onto Twitter, LinkedIn, we can check out the trends blog, and we can learn more about what our moms up to and how can we help them, how can we market to them and get them to purchase our products and services. So kind of a cool lead magnet here that they're offering more value and giving you a way to download the lead magnet right away. Okay, so this is another one from HubSpot. So this is a thank you page, and they're doing several things on this page. It's almost too much, but it says you now have access to the free template for creating stellar marketing ebooks. So this is somebody who's looking to write their own ebook. So right here, they can click download to get their free ebook, right? And then this is cool too. Look at all the social media icons. They can actually share this page, and your lead magnet will go out on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Gmail, and other people can opt in and get this same offer from you, which is pretty cool. So you see they have like significant shares here. So that's free traffic, free leads for you. What I like about this too is this is learn more about HubSpot's all-in-one marketing software. So they're giving you more information. It's almost too much, right? Like it is probably too much here. There's 6 different things I can learn about from their software. But what I do like that they're doing here on the right is they're scheduling a live demo of their software. So this is like the webinar offer, like on the thank you page. So they're doing a bunch of different things together here. They're doing it, what I like well is the free download of the lead magnet, the social media share, and I'm getting an opportunity to engage with them more. Like, hey, come on a live demo of our software. Come and experience it. Really good thank you page here. A little bit too much information if you ask me from a personal opinion, but I like the elements that they're doing here. Okay, so this is a great one as well. This is a thank you page for a webinar, right? So maybe my lead magnet was like, hey, live event is going to show you the 4 simple ways to attract, more customers to your salon, right? Whatever your industry is, you're in hair care or you're a barber or something like that, like 4 easy ways to have your shop filled, 24/7. Right, so they did 3 key email newsletter stats you need to track. So this person is obviously like running an offer to some sort of thank you page for marketers. So what I like here is that they have a little icon that says add to your calendar, right? So if you're delivering a lead magnet that takes place at a specific time, you want to tell them on the thank you page when that is going to be. This is like, hey, this is going to be a Thursday at this time. Here's a little countdown. And this is a way that you can add to your calendar here, your iCalendar, your Google Calendar. And they got the social media sharing icon. So I like this thank you page. It's letting me know everything that I would, about when it is and how I can share it. I might put a little more information on there, like, hey, be sure to, put a reminder in your email, put a reminder in your calendar that this is going to be happening. And I might make might put something else like invite a friend to come along with you, right? So not a bad thank you page here. This is one I really like. This is a company called NatureBox, and they send you like once a month. They send you like a free box, or it's not free, but once a month they send you a box of healthy snacks, right? And this is once you opt in. Their lead magnet was like a contest, was like entered for your chance to win a free box of NatureBox, right? So contests work really well. I actually have a buddy in the fishing niche, fishing industry, who is killing it right now with contests, giving away, I'm giving away a bunch of, free tackle and bait, free gear, right? Enter your email here for a chance to win. So now on this thank you page right here, the person's already interested in this product. So this is sort of like a combination of Tripwire and like discount or coupon code right here. It says, thank you for entering to win a free box. Winners are going to be notified via email in 1 week. So right here, get your first box for 50% off with this code, SNACK NOW. So this is like a Tripwire thing. So like right now, they're converting these leads into buyers by saying like, hey, I'm giving you 50% off your first box. That's pretty substantial discount. I like what they're doing here. And they're showing a picture of the product, like what their snack box might actually look like in a very appealing way. They also have this social media share icon. Share on Facebook, share on Twitter, share via email. And so NatureBox just hits it out of the park here. Just a fantastic thank you page here, which a way to non-threatening, non-pushy way to convert leads into buyers, and got some more juice on it by hitting the social media share buttons. Okay, so lastly, this is one of my own offers, and I sell, or I give a lead magnet on like a free PDF to overcome objections in selling in home-based business. So I say right away, congrats, you're in. Your recruiting script used to sponsor 130 reps is on its way to your email inbox right now. Check out the awesome thank you offer below. So what I'm doing, this is a classic Tripwire offer, right? And what I'm doing is I'm selling an entire book of recruiting scripts for home business professionals for only $7. Let them know that it's regularly $77, but now they're getting a chance to have this one-time only offer of getting my book for $7. And this converts pretty decently. I have sales on it pretty much every day, sometimes several times a day. So I know this is hitting the exact needs of my target audience. It's giving them something tangible. It's like I don't know, around 20-page ebook on all different scripts that they can use. I talk about it in the video, and this is a pretty effective tripwire for me in my business, and that's why I wanted to share it with you today. So these are some examples of thank you page, and really think about it like this. Why are we saying thank you, or why am I calling it on a thank you page? Well, it's because we've just had an exchange of value. This person has just given us their email information, their contact information, and we want to acknowledge that, right? Excuse me. So people are engaging with you via spending their dollars and spending their time, right? And if you're giving something to them like a lead magnet, a lot of times they're giving you their time to go through the lead magnet, and establish and build that relationship, right? So on on this page, it's really how you're beginning your relationship. So you want to make sure that you're doing something that under promises and over delivers, because this is their first impression of you. Once they have come behind the curtains, this is the thank you page. Is like, we're opening the curtains, come backstage and check out what we're doing. Well, they want to be wowed, right? You want to wow your customer here. So first, they gave you their information because your lead magnet was awesome. It was like, wow, that really solves my problem. That speaks to me. And then, boom, on the thank you page, you want to wow them even more. So they really begin to trust you and know that they're going to have a good experience with you. You want to be not the key with this stuff is to not be in scarcity. We want to be we want to be in abundance, and remember that the Lord supplies all of our needs according to His riches and glory, not our riches and glory. And I find that oftentimes our Father God exceeds our expectations, exceeds our needs. So let's model that in our businesses. Let's model that in our online sales funnel and exceed the expectations of our customers and of our leads. Let's start the relationship off well by trying to wow them and make a great first impression right from the get-go. Okay? So what everybody's wondering, okay, like that's great. I see how I can get leads with the funnel now, but how do I get them to buy? How do I get them to buy my stuff? I saw the Tripwire make sales, but how do I get them to buy my, like hire me or become their realtor? Or how do I get them to, request coaching with me? How does it all work? Well, this is why we're getting their email address, because step 3 is all about nurturing and making offers, right? Getting them to buy, right? So recognize that people buy at different times. Some people are going to buy right away, right, which is great. We love those. And then some people are going to buy differently. I'll tell you, one of my best customers didn't buy and was on my list for about 6 months. But he was responsible for like a good chunk of my business, but took a little bit of time to go through being nurtured and getting more emails and stuff from me before pulling the trigger to make the buy, right? So recognize that trust grows at different speeds, just like different types of plants grow at different speeds and they blossom at different times. So there needs to be a nurturing process in our online marketing. A lot of times in our traditional business, if somebody comes in the door and doesn't buy that day, you lost them and you'll never see them again. That was it, right? Not the case with online marketing, not the case when you have an online sales funnel. If somebody comes through your door and didn't buy today, that's okay. That's actually quite normal. We have a way to really monetize every single person that comes to your website. Every person that comes to your email list has the potential to be converted into a customer, and that happens by really nurturing. And we do this by establishing trust, intending value, and sending emails. Remember with all these lead magnets, what's the piece of information that we need on everyone? Their email address, right? Their email address. We need that every single time. And we need that because that is our primary way that you're going to communicate with them. And this is something that a lot of businesses are not necessarily doing, or they're doing it poorly. So this is where what I call the value ratio comes in. Okay? The value ratio is this: 80-20 or 90-10. You have to see what works for you. Some people even go like 70-30. It just depends on your style and your industry. I wouldn't say I'd have the answers for what's the right value ratio for you in your specific business. It just comes by testing and tracking. So what is the value ratio? It means that 80% of the time when you send an email, you should be giving something of value to your customers. That's like a free report, a video. Like if you're a realtor, you can say, you know, I wanted to give you this month's update on the local market, right? Or I wanted to share this testimonial video from one of my recent clients, and here they are in their new home. Or, hey, today I've got a free special report, the top 3 things to look for when entering a home inspection, right? You know, here's the renter's package. If you're looking to rent a home in the next 60 days, you want to make sure you're going to have these 10 things with you every time you go to a house. I'm got a free report for you. You know, so those are the kind of things, the pieces of value that you want to be giving on your email list, and it's going to help them establish more trust in you. And then when the person is ready to buy, guess who they're coming to? That's right, they're coming to you because you have made what I call value deposits. So I have this picture of a bank vault here because it's kind of like this. It works like this. Every time you give a piece of value where you're delivering free content, help, things that solve their pains, needs, wants, you're making deposits into the bank, right? And then you're building up this trust, you're building up this rapport, you're just making them feel like awesome, like you're awesome, they're awesome. You're really building that relationship. And then the 20% of the time or the 10% of the time in the value ratio that you want to that you ask them to buy, that's when you're making a withdrawal. But here's the deal. The value deposits that you're giving into this bank doesn't cost you very much. They're things that are very high perceived values, or they're highly leveraged pieces of content or videos or free reports, things like that. The things that you make once and you can use over and over and over. So when you make these deposits, they're actually not costing you that much, but when you choose to make a withdrawal, the withdrawals, your cash withdrawals here, the times you ask them to buy, are actually quite substantial and quite lucrative. And it works like this. It's very interesting. The tendency is the more things of value that you give away for free, the more likely you are to make cash withdrawals and get people to buy. Isn't that, it's interesting. It's kind of counterintuitive. But the more we give, the more we're able to receive in these cash withdrawals in our business. Very interesting here. So you're sowing, it's kind of like a biblical principle too. You're sowing seed here. You're sowing seed, and then in a due season, when it's that 20 or 10% of the time, you reap a harvest, right? It's lining up with biblical principle there as well. So the 2 concepts to keep in mind here when you're nurturing the leads that are coming in is the value ratio and the bank. What kind of deposits and withdrawals are you making, and are you following a value ratio? Okay. If you're doing this wrong, if every email that you send is like, hey, 5% off or 10% off, or like, hey, thanks for being a local person, here's a 20% off coupon, or you know, today is buy one get one. If you're always asking somebody to buy and giving them a discount code or something like that, you're doing this wrong, right? You want to just give them some information like, hey, just checking in to say hi. Here's a story about one of our recent customers and how they bought a ton of chocolate for their upcoming wedding, right? Something fun, something entertaining, right? Don't always ask people to buy, or giving them a discount code or a coupon is going to work every time, because people will eventually start ignoring your emails if you're not freely, selflessly giving. And this is why the previous modules were so important, because this nurturing part is really a long-term process. This is going to be something that you're doing forever in your online business, and it will get easy. Now it's just a regular part of my day where I think of something to help people for free, and then you're going to attract clients and customers to you. So this is the value ratio and the bank. Very, very core concepts here for what we're doing. There's 2 keys to excellently nurturing the leads that you generate from your lead magnets. One is email. So you're going to send value into the inbox. We talked about this a little bit but you can do this in the form of blog posts, videos, any kind of content that you create, and just trust. Sometimes I just email my list a story, or I just tell them where I'm at, like, hey, I'm in San Diego today, and I remember when I was here at this event 3 years ago, this is how I was feeling, and I realized, you might be feeling like that too, so I just want to say thank you for being on the list, and value. If there's anything I can do to help you, let me know. So it's just like emails like that, blog posts, videos, content, things that are going to speak to the wants, needs, and pains of your avatars, right? And then the second thing, and this I'm really big on, is authenticity, right? Be real. Don't be a corporate robot in your messaging. You tell them the stories, and here's the weird part. The more like, don't tell them everything, have some privacy, but the more vulnerable you are in your emails and honest with people that you are, the more you're going to establish trust with people right away. When you're just real, you're authentic, and you tell stories about how you felt depressed or defeated or discouraged in the past, and how maybe you overcame that, or where you were. Like, telling any kind of stories are big, vulnerability, and providing pictures. If you can put a picture in your email, a picture of yourself and your team, or a picture of you helping somebody, anything like that, that helps that's another part of the brain that's going off. That's that visual part. It's not just text, right? They're seeing something. That's why I really like videos as well. It's like an acceleration tool in all of your marketing. Video is definitely the king of content for sure. So the two keys to nurturing are like sending emails, and number two, being authentic, right? Really keys to nurturing. And once you do that, don't forget to make offers, right? Every time you deliver value, you're increasing the likelihood of your offers being accepted, right? Give, 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 and then you can make a great offer, and you're going to make sales on the regular. If on the regular, that's it. It's all about this concept of the vault, the bank, right? Are you making value deposits? And if you are, you can make cash withdrawals when you make offers, right? So an offer would be, like, apply here for a free consultation, and you can get people to come and meet for your insurance stuff or your financial planning stuff, right? It's, hey, buy one get one today only, flash sale. Make your offers, right? That's where you make the money in this list. We got to monetize those leads somehow, and it's not all being done through the tripwire, right? We want to make offers to people and increase the likelihood of our offers being accepted by giving things for free. Okay, so here are some tools that you need. We're going to use some of these next week when I actually go through a tutorial of this. So the first one is called a autoresponder. Really, this is an email tool, and what an autoresponder does is that it automatically responds via email to each lead that comes into your lead magnet. So I can write an email in advance that delivers the lead magnet, or has like an attachment that gives them the PDF or a link to a YouTube video that I made for them. And I can write that in this tool called Aweber, and that is going to how I deliver the lead magnet to the people that opt in and enter their name and email. So a very simple tool that you can do that is a company called Aweber. I think they might actually have a free trial, but if not, it's like 20 bucks a month. It's pretty cheap. So you can go to ChristCenteredCoaching.com and sign up for a free trial at Aweber there. The next thing is Infusionsoft. Now, this is a very robust tool. If you're a business that's already doing over 300,000 a year in annual revenue, and you're under 300,000 to about 10 million, if you're in that range, Infusionsoft may be a great solution for you. I'm one of their certified partners, so I'd love to chat with you more and see if this actually is a good need for you, because it's kind of like a custom autoresponder that we can tailor for you, and you can use it to take sales on and things like that too. So the other thing that you're going to need is a lead magnet tool. So The two simplest and most popular that are in the industry right now are a company called Leadpages and another company called ClickFunnels. I personally prefer ClickFunnels. I think it's easier to use and I can make stuff in a matter of minutes. Leadpages is great as well. I think Leadpages is a little cheaper. It's a little more affordable. But either one of these things will serve the purpose that we need. If your mindset is really for growth and to scale things quickly, and I would honestly go with ClickFunnels. I just think it's, even though it costs a little bit more, it's gonna be way, way, way more valuable to you with just the other things they offer and the simplicity of use there. And we'll probably do our tutorial using ClickFunnels next week because I just think it's easier for you guys to use. So those are two tools that you need, either Aweber and one of these lead magnet tools, Leadpages or ClickFunnels. I recommend ClickFunnels. So go with ClickFunnels and Aweber, and you can probably get started with that. So those are some tools you need. Now we're going to do a live tutorial this next week, but if you'd like some more personal, like one-on-one help with this, and really, you want me to work with you like more in depth outside of this workshop, I'm willing to do that and help you create your custom offer together. One of the services we offer Christ-centered coaching is obviously coaching. So what I'm doing here is, if you go to christcenteredcoaching.com/my offer, I'm actually going to give you a free, I'm sorry, I'm not giving you free, I'm giving you a half hour of my time that is, I charge quite expensively for it, but because you have already, purchased something with me and become a member of this course, this workshop, I'm giving you my time at a very substantial discount. I'm giving you a half hour for this. It's $50, and we're going to create your custom offer together. Good things to come with this call with are having completed your customer avatar worksheet in advance or to the best that you can, right? So if you like some more help and you want me to help you create a lead magnet and go through this specifically for your business, I'd love to do that with you. It is first come, first serve. I only have so much time, and as this course kind of grows, we are going to be promoting it more. So if you do see this like no longer available in the future, it's just we've kind of reached capacity, or we changed our offer. So that's how you'll know if you're seeing this on the video right now and this link says not available. But for right now, for the time being, go to christcenteredcoaching.com/my offer, and I would love to help you create your custom lead magnet for your business. Next week, what I'd love for you to do is try to pick up Aweber and ClickFunnels and try to create your own lead magnet on your own. Next week I'm going to walk you through the process of creating your own sales funnel, and I'm also going to show you how to create some online sales. I'm going to show you some example offers that you can make to your leads and to your list, and this is going to be quite effective for you, and I'll try to create a bunch of different examples for different industries, and try to cover a whole variety across the board for you on how to create online sales through your email list that you're getting. This is really the beginning of the funnel that we went on to, is knowing who our customer is, getting that target very, very clear, and getting that email address and starting to build the trust through delivering the lead magnet and nurturing them via email. Next week's going to be exciting as we build this out live in person, and showing you some ways to create even more sales from your email list. So thank you guys so much for being here. God bless you for investing your time and really seeking to do business God's way and be part of the Glorify God workshop. There'll be links to all of these tools and downloads below this video. So God bless, and we will see you next week.